And we're back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Got Zur, passes it to, that's to his twin brother over there, number 4, Colin Zur. That's quite the tandem right there. You got Spencer Zur last year returning. He threw 3,300 yards of offense as a quarterback. And 1,300 yards of those offense was to Colin, to his twin brother. So Zur gets in the snap here. He hands it off this time. It's like Kaiser's on the play, and he gets a couple of yards. This is Bo Harrison, sorry. And Tyler Swain with the tackle there. That was really good tackle, how he got over from sideline to sideline to make that tackle. What a great play. So to update you what happened, they just came down the field. They've been driving pretty good. Colin Zur's already caught a couple passes from Spencer, his brother. And here we go again in the he snaps it. He looks to his right, and he's got a guy open. Oh, but throws it way out of bounds. It looks like he just kind of threw that one away. Sometimes if you have get good coverage on there, then you just throw it out of bounds, and no harm, no foul. So we're at 3rd down and 5. You know, see what they call in the play in the huddle here. Got Coach Monzinko on the other side from Park City. He's a former assistant of this team last year at Park City, and now this is his first year at head coach. And he looks for his guys to compete for him, and they're excited to have him. Number 1, Zur. He gets a pass off. Oh, man, it looked like it was undercut there and almost intercepted. Oh, but he got it. He got it. I couldn't see it very good. He caught that pass. What a great catch. So he's going to get his wits about him, and they're going to go back in the huddle, and we're going to talk about one of our sponsors. Ashley Regional Medical Center has 2 great orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Burke Young, who has years of experience, and Dr. Adam Madison, new to the Ashley Regional to the center. And Adam was a quarterback for Uintah High School. Oh, and Kaiser, the big fullback, gets the play that time.
Number 9, the ball carrier, Esquivel.
He gets about 2 yards.
And number 55, Cole Kelly.
And that was Evan Esquivel on the 2-yard gain there. 2nd down and 10 to go. You can see Union on the other side getting the play called in by Matt Labrum, the coach for Union. Zur looks to snap. It looks like he moved early. So he got a false start. That's going to move him back 5 yards. So that's a tough play when you get so close to the red zone, and then you need to execute perfect in those points of time. And Zur just got a little carried away, and the offensive line twitched a little bit, and then they call an offensive false start there on the offense. Talking about Union, Matt Labrum on this side is their coach, seasoned coach. We'll talk about him in a minute. Spencer Zur is going to get the snap. He backs up. He's got pressure. Oh, and he gets a catch, number 33, catches the ball, and it's a touchdown. Bo Pedersen with the catch there. Great catch by him. I mean, that was a good penetration there by Inoke Kafuse, right? He got to the quarterback, but man, the seasoned veteran Mr. Zur gets it to Pedersen there. And here's the extra point. And Bo Pedersen, he's the other receiver on Spencer Zur's radar. Had a decent last year with 4 TDs and 300+ yards. Not quite as what Colin had, but he's only a junior and working things out. But he expects to be big on the sidelines this year in the receiving field, catching balls from Mr. Zur. I'm going to call him Mr. Zur. So we're going to take a second and go to break, and we'll be back for the kickoff.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
Okay, we are back. And the kickoff just was down at about the 12-yard line there, on the 14-yard line. And we'll see how Union's offense comes up here. We got Carson Kelly at quarterback for Union. And we'll see how he does on this play. He's in the shotgun formation. He hands it off. That's a great run right there. Sean Thompson with a great run there. And Sean Thompson, he's ready to be a running back, and it looks like they kind of have a fast huddle there. We got QB Kelly Carson. He's in the shotgun. He's waiting for the snap. He hands it off again. And looks like Park City's a little bit ready for him that time.
Not much yardage there. Stopped by number 3, Ben Thomas.
Maybe got about a half a yard there. That was a good job by Park City of knowing where that ball was going to be and getting there. So it's a great night, great weather, great football. Carson Kelly is calling different plays at the line. You can see him making calls. Carson fakes, he comes around the end. Oh, and he dodges it. Oh, and he throws an interception. Number 16 on Park City gets the ball and catches it for a touchdown. You know, talking with Matt Labrum, he's saying that one of the worries on his team he had is that they're a young team, and there's a few people that are a little bit different on this side of the ball this year, with Carson being a senior, but this is his first snap as his quarterback this thing. So it's a learning experience. He'll learn from that. He'll be fine. Matt Labrum just explains fundamentals in his practices, and he knows he has youth, and he knows that there's a learning curve, and so the kick is up, and it's good. So, man, 2 quick scores right there, 14-7 2-0. Park City comes out swinging on Union. You know, it's big time when you can start the game, start fast. And I think that's one of the keys to the game that they had in place, that they wanted to start fast and put points on the board quick. And Montzingo's sure done that with a 14-0 start there. But Matt Labrum will get his guys ready to go for this next possession. He'll probably talk to his boy Carson and tell him, man, it's okay. Just get him next time. It's a learning experience. But again, we're here at a beautiful night. Like I bet you it's 73 degrees out there. Just a beautiful night. Got the Park City Miners in white and red, Union Cougars in black and gold, and gearing to go. And we're going to get a kickoff here pretty quick. And then the ref's going to move out of the way so that they can start it. He'll start the clock, and here we go. And it's returned. Oh, and he muffs the ball, and he gets to just dive on it. So he does get on the ball. But again, there's the youth of this team of Union. And yeah, you can see the look on Coach Labrum's face that he's just not very happy with this start. But he can get to his guys and turn this around. At least he dived back on the ball, you know. So Carson Kyle, he's a great player. I mean, he's going to come back and roar here. He hasn't had very many snaps, but, man, he's a great option quarterback of dual threat, can run, can throw. He's going to option it there to his other running back, number 20.
Number 25 on the tackle, Hugavine.
And back to my point on Carson. The coach expressed to me in practice last night that, you know, he can throw well on the run. He's a runner. He's not very fast, but he can power through guys. He doesn't look to miss. He just looks to find a guy and power through him. And so he's not afraid to take a hit, and that's pretty awesome when you have a QB that's not afraid to take a hit. So Sean Thompson gets the carry on that one. And that's one of the things you got to do. Like when you get all these mistakes, Coach Labrum is very smart, and let's get the run game going. Let's open some holes, not put so much pressure on our new quarterback, not put so much pressure on this new team. So let's get the run game established. We'll see what they do here. And he's calling signals to his right and his left. And then Park City's on the other side. They're ready for this play. A little bit of a high snap. But Kelly keeps the ball. And like I said, he's a power runner. And that's his game right there, just running through people.
He's stopped by number 25, Ethan Hugavin.
And Ethan Hugavin makes the tackle there.
Number 2, Connor Kaiser.
But he gets up a little bit shaken up, man. That's a big guy to get hit by that quarterback. That's a Cougar first down. It's first quarter, 3 minutes and 28 seconds left till the first quarter. 14-0, first and 10. We got some wide left right here, number 8. Cole Bertosh, look for him to make a route here and maybe make a play. You got single coverage on him, number 23. He rolls to his right. Oh, and he throws a big deep ball. It almost is caught. It's close. Man, number 29, Latui almost made a play. I mean, he had a step on his guy, had one hand on it, just couldn't pull it through. But man, Coach Latham was right when he said that his quarterback could throw on the run. Man, he was on the left side, running all the way to the sideline, and then chucked it deep and got it to an open Lutui, but just couldn't make the play. But man, you look at that play and you're like, man, okay, now we're going to get things going. We're getting the jitters out. This is what we need to do. So back in the set here. And I would probably run it on this play. You got a second down. You had a big deep throw. You want to give your guys rest. Here comes the run. I can't really see that guy's number. Strixrud, okay. So he's the other running back, Lucas Strixrud, number 22. He's a little bit change up from Sean Thompson. Looks like he's got a little bit more speed. Sean Thompson get a lot of more power. I mean, last year, Sean Thompson, he was one of the littler guys. It looks like he's been in the weight room and working out. Big guy. And we got some calls coming in from the middle linebacker there on Park City, saying what we want to do. Got a 3rd down and 5. And he's going to call signals again and hike the ball. 3rd and 5, he takes it himself. Carson, he's going. He gets about 18 yards, man. He is just pumped up out there. That is a great play. Man, number 33, Bo Pedersen made that touchdown saving tackle right there. We already heard his name on offense, getting the first touchdown. Man, he can do defense too. He's one of the big safeties out there. He's going to get a lot of tackles. So here we go again. We got Carson. Nope, it looks like there's going to be a timeout called. And we're going to take that time to go to a break here.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
Okay, we are back here in Roosevelt, watching some football. We got Moon Lake Electric. Man, they're in operation since 1938. Owned by the people they serve, Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned, providing power to the area since 1938. Find and like them on Facebook. So, you know, Moon Lake is the power company around here in the basin, and they help people get the power so that we can get the power. So we just lost power a little bit ago and had some technical difficulties, but good thing for power, we can make these broadcasts possible. So here we are, Carson Kyle. He's in the shotgun. He hands it off to Strixrud again and gets a couple there. Gets about 4 yards. That's a good gain.
Number 13 on the tackle,
he had a
no gain.
Minute and 36 seconds left in the quarter here.
Second down 10.
Looks like that they won't be in a hurry to get the play in. Kelly looks at the coach, says, hey, coach, what's the play here? Do we need to hurry up? And he says, just slow down. Let's just get this in the work. So first the game was going a little quick, and now they're kind of slowing it down, and I think that's on purpose. I think Matt Labram wanted to slow down the game just because he didn't want to get his guys too excited and out of rhythm. So you can see him getting control of his team, and you can see that they're starting to work. Carson pulls to his right, out of the guard. Oh, and he gets absolutely hammered. Man, number 24, laid the wood on him. A.J. Adrian, what a play right there. But again, that's just like the persona of Kyle Carson, and this is his first game, and this is the first time I'm seeing him. But man, when you see a quarterback that's not afraid to take a hit, you're not going to be afraid to take a hit. You're not going to be afraid to work for your quarterback out there. And man, that brings a lot of respect. So Carson is here again. You got wide left, Kolbatosh. Again, single coverage over here. Takes the snap there. Oh my goodness. Number 70. Man, that's a TFL, tackle for loss. He's in there pretty dang quick.
Number 70 on the tackle, Eli Alford.
Eli Alford, man, he had a lot of tackles last year. What a big guy. He's also working on the offensive line. He's a returning leading tackler from last year with 43 tackles and 4 sacks. You know, he looks to be more of a threat on offense this year too. He's going to be their center and protecting Zur. So he's going to be like the bodyguard of Mr. Zur. Oh no, and it's a high snap on the punt. Jace White grabs the ball. He does get it off. He gets a pretty decent kick for how far he had to go back there. It's going to go land out about the 40. Was where 42 where it's touched. Where it's touched by a Park City Miner. Ooh, that was not a good idea for number 2. And guess what that does? That gives Union the ball right there. You can't touch the ball. And if you do, that's a live ball. That's a live fumble there. Savage Trucking family founded in company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they are a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power, generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil, downhole, services, and other industries. So we like to thank our sponsors that make all this possible for VTV. We want to thank VTV for making, you know, high school football happen on TV for everyone that can't make it. Man, that's such a big deal. Here in the Basin, we televise all the games for local, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. We're going to go to break for just a second.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the tactical team long range shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6. Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
So we're back after a turnaround right there and a fumble by Park City. Carson looks like he rolls to his right, and he has a guy, but it looks like he just slipped right out there at the very end. If you could see a replay, he came out exactly where you needed him to be. He rolled out all the way to the right, but then he just got his foot just stuck in the turf there with his cleat, and it just made it go a little bit high. So he'll take the play call from Labrum there. And so Coach Montezango, he went 5-5 last year and managed to secure a playoff berth, but he was just the assistant coach then. So this year he's the head coach, and he's looking to look to improve this year. Carson Kyle. Kelly grabs the ball, takes it himself, and
for quarterback Kelly right up the middle.
Gets about 5 yards there. again on my point on Monzingo, he's excited to be the head coach of this team. He's had coaching experience all the way from Nebraska, and moved here and to Park City, was the assistant, loved how Park City treated him. They made him the head coach, and man, their 5-5 season still ended up in a postseason play, and they're just looking to improve on that, especially with Connor, with Spencer Zur and Colin Zur to help him out to do better. So then here we go with Carson Kelly again. Sean Thompson there to block. And look, get a wide open receiver, number 29. Oh, and he stays up. What a good play on the right side there, number 29.
That's another Cougar.
Vahoy Latui. And we'll be calling his name quite a bit tonight. Vahoy is a great player. Last year, you know, he played a lot on defense. 17 tackles last year, and will increase that number this year. And, you know, he's also going to get maybe a few touches at running back like he did last year as well. But this year they wanted a fast guy on the end and maybe a slot guy, and put him in that position. So you'll see him zigzagging, going deep. You can see Carson Kelly. Sean Thompson gets the handoff there. Oh no, there's a fumble on the play. Number 70, it looked like Alfred Eli. And he looks like he could go. Look at that hog molly go. He is going to the end zone. That is a score for Park City. That is a 21-0 score for Union. That's a hard one to take.
Eli Alford, defensive end, number 70.
You know, and Alfred, he said that he wanted to become on the offensive line and be a force, but he said he didn't want to forget about defense, and man, has he not. They just strip that ball away. He picks it up and runs the whole distance. What a big guy, and what speed for a big guy. Put that guy at tight end. So here we go with a PAT for Park City. What a chain of events there. I mean, with a turnover, Union thought they had it. Thought they were going to come and get within 7 points. Just a heartbreaking turnover there for Union.
There's a flag on the play.
A flag on the play. Refs are going to come discuss it. It's either going to be a offsides or a false start. Let's see what it's going to be. So it looks like it's offsides on the defense. So move it a little bit closer and make that PAT just a little bit more simple for Park City to knock that through. And number 30, Ben Coletta. Looks like he doesn't have any problem putting that one in. That is good. So 21-0. We got the second quarter, 10 minutes and 13 seconds left. You know, you have to feel for Matt Labrum and his guys right now, but again, they can turn this around. It's pretty early in the game. We'll talk about it just in a little bit more. We're going to go to break for just a second.
Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
And we are back live, ready here for a kickoff. Park City's gonna kick it. And he kicks it from about the 40-yard line and gets it. It's a returnable. 24.
Gets a return.
Caden Hyder with the return. That's a pretty decent return, especially on the last one was muffed. The other one wasn't returnable, and I think we even had a fumble in a recovery. So that was a good start there. Let's see if the Union Kickers can get back here on track.
The Cougars now will have a 1st and 10 on their own 26.
Back talking about Eli Alford, man, he's a big guy. Like I said, he probably could play tight end out there. Did you see his moves and his speed going down that field? Man, that was something to see. Here we go with Carson Kelly. He's raising his hands with the air, telling the setter he's ready. And it looks like he's going to take it himself. And it's kind of red, and you can just see a bunch of red pants and white shirts all attacking the football. So looks like Matt Labrum's trying to get back his team into to calming down so they're not so excited again. After you lose a fumble like that, it's pretty hard on your team, and but you just want to keep the control and not lose hope. So they're in the huddle, they're talking. Got a wide left split there with Cole Bertosh. I have yet to see him throw it to him quite yet, but I think it's gonna happen soon. I think you need to take a shot. There he goes, going to his left. He throws, it's to Cole Bertosh. It's a pass interference. It's not gonna matter, but almost a great catch there. And like I said, I thought they were going to take a shot, and I'm pretty sure that it was going to be to that end with single coverage. He was going to challenge him.
Number 8, excuse me, passes in for Colbert Dodge, number 8.
And the rest are deciding what's it going to be. It's got to be a pass interference. And we're going to talk about it for a second. So I'm going to talk about a great sponsor of the Utah State University. Be a Aggie in the UNT Basin. No matter where you attend, your diploma will have the same renowned words, Utah State University. Visit Utah Basin USU EDU for details. In Roosevelt and Vernal, we have an outreach program for Utah State. Great thing that you can do. You can take online classes. You can also go there and be in small classrooms, more one-on-one for teachers. What a great experience that you can do to improve your education. So we got 2nd down and 8. Not sure what happened with that flag. Did they just take it away? Saying it wasn't a pass interference. So Carson, he rolls to his right. He likes to roll to his right, you can see. Didn't find anybody open, just kind of went out of bounds with it, got hit. It's a good hit by Park City right there. You know, football, it's a game of inches, you know, and you never know what's going to happen. Like, just 1 millimeter or 1 inch that way, that might not have been a fumble. If he could have held it just a little bit tighter, if he could have held, if Latui would have been able to hold on to that catch, you just never know. And that's what's so awesome about football. It's so unpredictable that anything can happen on any play at any given time. And so 21-0, I mean, it's still early in the game. This can be a game again. And here we go. Carson Kelly takes it himself. And you can really see the power running of that quarterback with Carson Kelly. He's not afraid to take a hit, that's for sure. You know, another thing that we'll do is, like, if you start running the ball normally like that with your running back and your quarterback, you can see how tired it's going to make the defense on the other end. And then they'll suck up, and then you'll be able to throw it deep, kind of like how that play where they threw to Cole Bertosh on that left-hand side. So we'll see what kind of play we have going on now. We have a first down and 10, and the playbook's wide open. They can do here. Probably could run the ball. Get Struckstrader in the slats right there. He looks like he gets about 3 yards there. It's a good safe play.
Sixers up the middle.
And right now, that's what you want. You want good safe plays because you had a turnover, you had an interception, you had a fumble. Things didn't go your way.
And number 50,
Turnovers can be the difference of the game.
the second name.
We got 2 great passing teams today too, though. And when you have passing teams, there's no lead that's safe. So 21-0 isn't a big deal. You can get right back in this by throwing the ball. We want this to be an old Western shootout. Let's make it happen. That's a good tackle. That's a double team tackle there.
Stopped there by number 28, Connor Christopherson. Also in there was number 16, Russ Rice.
So we got a third down and 10. And see what they do here. A little bit of technical difficulty, sorry. So again, you got Cole Bertosh there lined up on that wide side. Single coverage, but then look over here on Vahoy Latui on number 23. Watch for him to get the ball here. He's going to fake, and he's going to throw it right to him. Oh, and there's got to be a pass interference on that, and there is. The ref gets it right there, man. He had his hands all over him. Man, that's twice that I've guessed right on those deep throws. That is a good play there, rolling out right. So we got a little bit of break in this game right here. We got Strata Networks is another great sponsor that we have. Don't forget to stop by for the UNA Conference Center tomorrow to check out Strata Networks Black Ops 3 tournament. The public is invited to come watch the event for free, and there will be activities for everyone to try out. Man, that's a cool deal. Me, Brandon Jones, I love sports. I love football. I love basketball. But man, I love video games too. So maybe I'll go check that out. As far as those first-person shooters with Black Ops, I'm not too great at, but I'm really good at sports games. It's getting a little bit windy up here. A little bit of a wind. That will probably adjust how you throw it. Carson Kelly gets it in that shotgun formation. Looks like he's got Tyler Swain, man. Like, Tyler Swain is a really good player. I watched him in practice yesterday. Looks like he is he's about at 15, 20 pounds heavier this season. Geared to go senior, another leader on this team. I think you're going to start seeing a lot of passes going his way. Get this kid involved. Park City, man, they're a good team, and they've shown it so far. Monzingo's had them prepared, and it showed because they're 21-0 right now. It doesn't mean incredibly too much at this point, but it's a good start. Kyle with the to Latui. Latui catches a good thing right there, and like you said, you get him in the slot, you get him as like a button hook. He goes like about 5 yards out, turns around, makes a good target for his quarterback. What a great play. So here we go, another play. Carson Kelly. And he looks to his right. Calls the play. Makes a little adjustment there. Oh, and he's going to run this one again. That was a good offensive fake right there. Kind of got a read option there where you kind of faked out the Park City defensive line right there, just enough for to get a few yards. That's a good play, actually. 2nd and 5, gets about 5.
Russ Rice and also Brad Gilbert on the play.
And Park City is looking in their signals in. Number 22 comes up to his buddy and says, okay, hey man, what are we gonna do to make this play? They're gonna change up the defense. And they're gonna go play a little bit man press here. They don't wanna get beat. Here comes Kelly, throws it to his right and just a little bit off in front of his guy.
Coverage on the play. Number 23, Cy Coleman. 3rd and 5.
So again, you have these passing games, and they're so unpredictable how they can go, and how fast you can turn a lead around, and also turnovers, man. If you're the defense right now, you can really solidify this lead, and if you get a turnover here, man, right before halftime, that would be such a huge deal for Park City, and that's what they're trying to do. They want to get a turnover, where Union, they just want to get some things established here, and they want to score before half. It's important that they get to about from 21 to 7. There's a drop snap there. Oh, and it's just blocked. He's still throwing that forward. That's an incomplete pass. It may have looked kind of like a fumble, but if you have your arm going forward like that and it just gets blocked by a defensive lineman, it is not a fumble. It's just another play, incomplete pass. So it's 4th down and 5. Decision time here for Coach Laverum. Not much of a decision. He knows he has to go for it. I think he knows that he needs to establish something. He needs to get some kind of score before half. If it's a field goal, he needs to get a little bit closer. Jace White has a good range, but not quite that range. Kelly again. Oh, and he fumbles the ball.
Kelly fakes, keeps the ball.
So Kelly fakes it, gets a read option, takes it himself, just kind of lays it out there like a loaf of bread, and just gets knocked out by a opposing player. Marker Val's Binder recovers that fumble, and like I said, man, that defense knew if it got a turnover right there, it could be very huge, and it was. So kind of a rocky start for Union, but this is kind of the first game how it's going to be. Union does look like a good team out there. It looks like they are executing at times pretty great, just making some silly mistakes, and that just comes with youth. Spencer Zur drops back and he throws it to a perfect strike. Colin Zur is there to catch it. All right, man, we got to talk about Mr. Zur here. So he had 33 yards of passing offense last year, but also he is the twin brother of Colin Zur. They are separated by 6 minutes apart, man. And how cool would that be to play with your brother, you know? And a quote from Colin, he said, man, we're always thinking on the same terms. I know what he's thinking. He knows what I'm thinking. And it showed in that play. He threw that ball before he was even there. So Union does a good job right there. And looks like, offsides. So he kind of went over the ball there a little bit, and it's an offsides call, so that will give 5 yards to Park City. So Colin Zur, he's expecting to have a big year, but we'll see what he does on this play.
Zer
Well,
hands off to his back on the left side.
looks like they run it on that play.
Tackled by a host of Cougars.
So back to my point with Colin Zer,
Ball carrier, number
he
23.
he made it a point to say that he wants to give credit to his offensive line this year. They've really worked hard in the weight room. They're big. Eli Alford made his way to center to be bodyguard for his brother, and they're ready. And he's like, man, I am so excited about our offensive line. They're going to just open things up, and we're going to get a running game this year. And we got another penalty on the play. And this time it's a false start.
Procedure penalty against the Miners.
And we get a legal procedure, and looks like the line moved a little bit. I think there was one or two guys that I saw move.
Number 68.
So here we go for another play. Zer is ready to take the snap. He backs up. He throws it right to number 13.
Pass complete to number 13, Tyler Shea.
Tyler Shea, another reliable receiver for this Park City offense. You know, and man, you gotta love the footwork of Zer. Like, he drops back on a pro style offense right there. It's under center snap, and totally takes a 3-step drop, knows exactly where his guy's gonna be, calmly throws it, gets a good gain, about 5 yards. 3rd down and 5, man, this is a good play for, if you're a good quarterback and you have 3rd down and 5, there's a lot of options you have. You can run it, you could throw deep, but man, I look for a slot from a slot receiver to get a little quick out, maybe get a 1st down. Oh, and he's met in the backfield. Number 33 gets out there and he makes a really good pass on the round, and he catches the ball for a 1st down.
Pressure by number 33, Sean Thompson.
Sean Thompson does a good job of getting pressure on that quarterback, but man, Zer just rolls out there. No pressure, throws it calmly, gets it complete to his receiver.
1:25 remaining in this 2nd quarter.
1:25 in the 2nd quarter, almost to halftime here. It's like Zer will be under center. Got a man in motion there. And it looks like he threw that a little bit low, but I'm also liking what I'm seeing from Union right there. They're bringing a little pressure. If you let him have a lot of time out there, man, he's going to kill you all game. But if you can put a little bit of pressure on Zer, Matt Labrum knows that if he can get some blitzes, schemes, and try to hurry him up, he can throw incomplete passes too. He is a little bit human. So Zer throws an incomplete pass.
2nd down, 10 yards.
He hasn't thrown very many today. Mr. Zer lines up. Looks like some movement on the line again.
Penalty.
Looks like the offense got a little bit in a hurry again, and that is going to be a false start.
Penalty against the Miners, so it'll be a 5-yard walk-off.
And Savage Trucking, they're another one of our great sponsors. Founded company in 1946. Oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field, downhole services, and other industries. A lot of our oil fields help us out in this community all the time, and we thank them as sponsors. Zer gets out in the backfield. He gets pressure, but he throws a screen pass, and number 2 gets it to Kaiser. Kaiser makes a play there. See, and that's what happens when you have a senior quarterback, man. He can look, and he can kind of almost tell who's blitzing on the other side, and you could just see that he knew that he had to throw a screen pass there. He knew he was going to get pressure. Good call, good change by Mr. Zer. And he gave him a ton of time to throw, and he throws it. A perfect throw And we are going to be 26-0 right now. And line up for a PAT. 27-0, sorry. And not exactly the way Matt Labrum wanted this to start. 27 pending on the PAT, could be 28.
Collins to hold. Coletta to kick.
We got number 30 here on the kick.
Kick is up.
And Ben Coletta, looks like he puts that one right through, no problem. So 28-0 right now, almost second half. 15 seconds. Man, that's got to hurt right there. You got 15 seconds to hold a defense, but man, you can't give that kind of time to Spencer Zur to make that throw. We're going to go to break and hear from our great sponsors. Thanks.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be, because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
And we're back live from Roosevelt. Man, it's Friday Night Lights. The lights are finally just flickering on. You know, it's going to be a hard halftime for Union. I think Matt Labrum's going to get his guys and say, hey, you know what? We're youthful. We're new to this. But, man, we shouldn't be getting beat 28-0 on our home field. And I think he'll relay that to him. He'll express some meat, and there's some, and then some love, some milk, and then some love. So number 24, he gets a good return, and Hyder gets about to the 30. And that's a pretty good return there and a good yardage. And you know, that's the name of football, is field position. So if you can get to about the 30-yard line, that's a great field position to start with. Yeah, and they got 15 seconds. I'm not sure if Matt Labrum is going to just take a knee here and go to half. I probably would. That or just make a running play, a safe play where you're not going to fumble the ball. But, man, you've been fumbling the ball a few times on a run plays. So I don't know what I would do. But if I were coach, I would probably just take a knee. But Matt's smarter than me. He's coach, seasoned coach here at Union. Hey, going to trust his quarterback to take a run. And, nope, that's number 8, actually, Colbertosh. And
Colbertosh carries that ball.
And there we go. We have the halftime buzzer that sounds. It is 28-0. Park City is in the driver's seat, and we are going to go to half, and we are going to go to break.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
At B&D RV, we are the basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the Tactical Team Long Range Shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6. Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin. Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
At B&D RV, we are the basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the tactical team long range shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6. Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin. Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
All right, we are back live from Roosevelt, Utah, and we're in a game here with Park City and Roosevelt, the Union Cougars, and it's 28-0. Not quite the start that Matt Labrum wanted for his guys. Not quite the start that the players wanted for themselves either. On the other side, Park City pretty excited the way they started. You know, one of their keys of the game was to start fast, start quick, and you know, also just be perfect in every play, and I think that's what they got done. But you know, 28-0. It's halftime. Like I said, it's kind of early. That was a big score right at the end of half. That kind of hurts. But Matt Labrum, again, he's going to get with his guys, and they'll execute better in this second half. I promise you. When you have a youth team like this and a new quarterback and some new positions out there, there's going to be a learning curve, and that's what they're going to have to figure out. You know, but we have 2 quarters left to figure that all out, you know, and if I'm the coach and I'm Matt Labrum and I'm in the locker room and there's some changes that I would want to make, there's not a lot of changes I would make. I mean, I think they did some things well, and I think that's what you need to do is be positive with the things that you've done well. And one thing that they've done well is that they've established the running game like they wanted to in one of the keys of the game in the first that and they've got a couple throws. Carson Kelly, he's a running power quarterback. He's just got to protect the ball, not turn it over. Your wide receivers, they just got to make a few more plays. Maybe that one play in the first half when Vahoy Latui was open and he had a hand on it. You know, that would be a hard catch to make. But man, those are the plays that you got to make for your guys if you're expected to win these games. And you know, again, it's the first game. It's the first game under the lights for a lot of these guys in their new positions. And I think in second half you're going to see better execution, less mistakes, and that's another big thing that, you know, you can't have huge mistakes. You can have little ones here and there, but huge ones like that very last one when they went into half, They left a guy wide open. They gave Connor Zur time to write a book back there, and he made him pay, and he's a great quarterback. But those things you can change. You have to be assignment sound. Everybody doesn't have to play. You know, you have to play within yourself. And that's what he's going to be telling his guys in the locker room. Play within yourself. Don't be the hero. Don't try to make a great play. Do your job, and then that's it. So I think that's what we're going to see from Union. They're going to come out and execute and probably much have the same game plan, but just not have any mistakes. And Park City, they're feeling pretty good, but Monzingo, he is not going to say, okay, hey, this is it, man. We just can float the by. But he's just going to say, execute, do your job, and let's not take the gas off the pedals here. So that's what I think, and that's what we're gonna find out in the second half. So we're gonna go to break for a little while. We'll be back for the second half. I'm Brandon Jones, and we'll see you in just a second.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the Tactical Team Long Range Shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6. Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin. Come and see the professionals at Robinson Dental in Roosevelt. We specialize in cleaning, dental implants, whitening. Call us today and schedule your appointment. 435-725-3368.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
So we are back. The second half is about to happen between Park City and Union Cougars. So it's 28-0. Park City came all the way from Park City and on their bus, and then they came in here and scored 28 points on a Union in the first half. Like I told you, Matt Labram is going to have his guys ready here coming in the second half. We'll have a 1st and 10 here pretty shortly. We'll have a kickoff. Going over some things. So it's 28-0, and Matt Labram, he's going to be telling his guys to stay positive. And he's He's like, I think football molds character. We want to help our parents raise their sons. We want to be a positive influence. We want to be an asset. So those are the words of Coach Labrum. And, you know, there might have been a little bit of yelling in the locker room. That's just how it is football. But at the end of the day, he loves his players. And he cares about how they are as people and how they are as kids on the field and off the field. And, you know, he's going to tell them that these are good lessons for you. Like, man, when I was in high school and you were down this far and stuff like that, these are good lesson moments where you can really teach your kids, because your kids really get humble and they say, man, my coach is right and we're going to listen to him. So this is what they need to do. And, you know, a 28-0 lead, it can still turn around. And all you need is a couple turnovers. And it's amazing what you can do if you can get to your defense and you say, hey, you know what, we need the ball back. If we get the ball and we get a possession for our team in good field position, we can score and get right back in. Here come the Union Cougars. So they're excited. They're on the sidelines. They're ripping and ready to go. And that's a big thing and a big character thing you'll see with Matt Labrum's team. You know, if they won't get down, they're going to do the best they can, and they're going to have fun out there, and they're just going to stretch out for a little bit. It's good to stretch those legs, just because you don't want to get cramps and you don't want to have any pulled muscles, and especially in a first game. I remember when I was in Wyoming, our running back, right in pregame warm-ups, he didn't stretch quite right, and he pulled his hammy right off the bat, so we didn't have him for the first couple of games. So that's what you'll see every football team do when they come out in a half and stretch, kick those legs up. Anyway, we're going to see a great second half. I can almost guarantee it's going to have a Union score. We're going to have a rear to go. Also, Park City, they're going to be rearing to go. So we're going to go to break, and then we'll be back in just a second.
It's given me confidence to know that I have the skills, I have the knowledge. It helps me reach one of my goals of becoming a director in the HR field.
I'm right here in my tribal community. You don't have to leave, and you're still getting a high-quality education. Students that I advise and I teach become family, and I hope that they consider me a part of their family.
Okay, we're back off for the kickoff here, and it's like Park City's gonna be kicking, and where they deferred at the beginning of the game, actually they received the ball, and Union deferred, and so they'll get the ball at half. So right now you want to get this established and get this going. Here we go. Oh! I'm not sure if he touched it. He did, and he has to dive on it at the 1 yard line. Or does he stay in the end zone?
On that kick, on about the 1 yard line.
1 yard line, he fell on it. Man, that's hard field position right out of the gates. Park City's looking excited over there. They got their defense roaring, and they're on the 1 yard line. And I'm sure Monzingo's telling them right now, man, we have to go get a safety here. And on the other side, Matt Labrum, he's telling them that, hey, we need to execute here, not fumble the ball, and we need to get over the line. So Carson Kelly looks at his guys, wants to make sure he gets this play and the snap right. He's in the shotgun. It's got to be a good snap. Oh, it's a low snap. That's trouble. But Kelly gets out of it and gets a couple yards. those are costly plays when you're almost in your end zone and you get a bad snap. But good job, good catching the ball. Got a substitution out there. Wide receiver comes in. So that gives a little bit more room. I still think that you, on this play, you run the ball. You don't want to do anything crazy. You don't want to turn the ball over on this side of the field. But man, you need your guys to really block some holes right here and maybe get a couple yards so you get a manageable third down. It's second down, 5. Carson Kelly hands it off to his running back. Sean Thompson gets up through. He's got a bunch of guys stacked on him, but man, just keeps driving those legs. What a great play. He drives those legs, keeps his head down, and almost gets he does get a first down. Got another substitution coming in. It's a Cougar first down. And that's the kind of play that you need right off the bat. You get a first down, you get a little bit of confidence going on. Sean Thompson making a big play there. Had a few carries tonight. Carson Kelly drops back and he throws it just a little short to his receiver. This looks like it's Latui. You know, he runs across like a quick slant, but Carson Kelly just throws it a little behind him, and he can't make the catch. So looks like it will be second down and 10. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds left. Score's 28-0 if you're just joining us here in Roosevelt. Kelly looks up, makes his calls at the line. Takes in shotgun. Looks like he's gonna run again. And then he gets a good yardage there at that time. And that's a good job by the offensive line there. Pushing those guys out of the way. I saw a pancake block there right in the middle, getting him open. Number 9 makes the tackle on the other side.
Third down and 3.
Which is Escoville. So right now we got Carson Kyle. He's about ready to take the snap. Looks like he's got Strixrud on his right. Hands it off to him. Oh, nope, he took it himself. Oh, it was Thompson that was there in the backfield.
Number 70 on the tackle, Eli Alford.
So, pretty good couple plays there. You know, I think Matt Labram, he wants to establish the running game this year. I think that will be a big part of his offense. Also, Union last year, they went 5-5 as well as Park City did. You know, they had Vil Latui at quarterback, and he was a runner. Had lots of yards, made up for a lot of the offense. But, you know, Carson Kyle, he played last year too, and he's ready to go. He's just young. You know, you haven't seen very many snaps at quarterback, and that's just what you're going to get. But oh, and then he gets dropped by number 70. Who else? Eli Alford, and that's him again. So Eli Alford, he's made some huge plays today. That's his second tackle for loss, and that's a sack on Carson Kelly. And I think that's the first sack that Kelly's taken today. And that gives you pretty not great field position again. You're second and 27 right here. I'd expect a screen pass or a screen play.
Second down, 27 yards.
Hopefully that defense will blitz, and you can get him coming to you, and you can throw it to an open running back that, well, they're just going to run it. It's a good run to Thompson.
Thompson goes around left side.
Gotta like the speed that Thompson has. When he made that first step, he saw a hole and he took it and he went with it. that's a good play right there on a 3rd down and 27. You know, it gives you 10 yards, 3rd and 17. Still got a long way to go, but now you have the ability to throw it deep, but you could throw a screen pass here too again. Right now you're just kind of want to make room for your punter really, but if you can get a bonus of a reception, that would be great. Kelly takes the snap and gives it to Thompson again. Thompson's around the right. He hits a guy, just smashes him, rolls him over and gets, man, it gets a 1st down. 20-yard gain there. Oh my goodness, he blew that guy up. He came all the way around the right and didn't try to juke move or nothing. The guy put his head down and he put his head down and he won the war there. And that's Sean Thompson. Like last year, I don't know if he could have done that. He just wasn't big enough. He's been working out. He's got some weight to him, and that was a really big hit. And that'll bring some life to the sideline here in Union. Looks like the crowd is clapping for that for sure. Oh, a good read option there for the quarterback. Takes a pretty good hit, pretty good lick there when he goes about 4 yards. Goes and talks to Coach Labrum there and says, "Coach, what do I got, man? What play do I need to do here?" And well, your play looks open again. It's 2nd down and 8 or 3. And we'll see. You got Cole Bertosh here again, right here on the far corner. He's got single coverage with number 23, and this has happened before where they roll that quarterback out to the left and throw a deep ball. He's going to go the other way, though, and maybe get Lutui. He throws it. Oh, and Swain, Tyler Swain is there for the catch, but just not quite the best throw. It hits off his hand and goes out of bounds. You know, but Union has to do that kind of thing. They have to try to get back in this game. You got to throw long every once in a while, else it could be a long game. Plus, you have that threat that you're going long, and so they know that they have to cover you, and they can't just load the box with all their defensive linemen and try to take you out. They have to put more defensive backs and bring a little bit more zone pressure there so that they can have some cover, keeping them honest. And then we got a timeout on the floor here with, and we're going to take a timeout too. So we'll see you right here when we get back.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
We're back, and here we go on another play for Carson. Carson takes it himself. On, he goes around the left end. There is a flag. It looks like there might be a hold. But it's a good play. We'll see what the call is on the field. Does look like the ref is going to say it is a hold here. So that's a tough call. You have to bring that back another 10 yards, which makes it a really long 3rd and 18. Starting to get really dark out here at Union. Beautiful, beautiful scenery here. Looking down at the football field. Mountains in the background. I even see a drone right above us. Wonder if it's scoping out the game.
On the 28-yard line.
Carson Kelly. In a shotgun formation, probably going to be safe here. Or throw it deep. We'll see. Oh, and he throws it right in the middle. Number 33 is right there, almost with an interception. That's Bo Pedersen. It was just a little bit behind him, else he could have made that play. And it's going to be 4th down. And you're going to punt the ball.
4th and 18.
So these are the kind of situations that have been happening today with Union. They just haven't been able to execute quite right on snaps. You know, they've had a few muff pumps and a really bad snap the last time. That's a good one. And looks like it goes all the way down to about the 40, about the 38-yard line.
Down by number 24, Caden Hyder.
And Park City will take over on that side of the field. And we'll take just a small break.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Spencer Zur has the ball. And it looks like he handed it off to someone there, but man, there's a lot of Union gang tackling there, and I can't see the number of who had it. But no gain on the play. Good defense there by Union. You got 2nd down. Looks like the linebackers are cheating up just a little bit. Maybe put a little pressure on Zur. Latui gets to him, and he does. He gets him. Great sack there. Zur's on the ground, number 1. Tui does a little dance. Vaihoy, good play there. You could see he was cheating up, and you could see that he was going to go. It was an all-out blitz, and it worked to perfection there. And I think that's what you need to see a lot more right now is some blitzing schemes. Not maybe everybody all at once so that you don't get burned down the field, but we'll start seeing some more of that. Zur is there and taking the snap under center. He sees nobody and throws it right to a number 22, almost catches the ball. My goodness, that kid has an arm. Zur throws it, pretty good spiral in the air. Guy got a hand on it, but there's a flag down. Let's check out what the flag is. But let's also check out one of our sponsors here, B&D RV Center. It's proud to sponsor VTV coverage of local high school football. Whether you're looking for your first RV or last, B&D will assist you in your purchases. Stop in at 1570 West Highway 40 in Vernal and check out on the lot inventory. Like to thank our great sponsors. We'd like to thank VTV for broadcasting these games. If you want to watch these games live, you can go to vtvchannel6.com, watch them live. Even after they're played, you can go back and watch them. What a great experience. What a great thing that we have for local sports here. Oh, he makes a pass out there, a little screen pass to his left. Union's ready for that one. He gets a couple yards, but that's pretty good coverage.
Pass complete, number 13, Tyler Shea.
And Matt Labrum, you know, he's going with a defense this year of a 4-3. And you also have your defensive backs, and you want a cover 3 and a cover 4. Plays lots of zone, but then every once in a while he wants to play a man press. So look for those kind of defenses this year from Matt and Union. So we got a man press right there. There he's going to guard him one-on-one. Look down here on the bottom left here. Look, he backs up into zone. That's probably smart. Oh, but he backs up just a little bit too far, and they get a wide open number 4. Zur. That's that identical twin that catches the pass, and he's had a pretty good game so far this year. Man, last year they connected 66 times, and that's crazy for 1,371 yards and 11 TDs last year between the two brothers. Spencer Zur is excited about this year. He wants to have a big year. I think he's excited about football after high school as well. He throws it out to the right side though, and he gets an open receiver. Latui's out there. Caden Hyder's out there. Hyder gets the tackle. You know, this half is starting out a little bit better for Union though, like on defense. They're not letting big plays go. That last one, it was somewhat of a big play, but it wasn't a 70-yard touchdown. Zur gets his offensive ready. He taps that offensive lineman on the right side. Maybe there's going to be a pull. He has an open guy, almost makes the catch. It's not, it hits the ground. The ref's right there says it's incomplete. Another pretty good throw, just a little low. Not bad coverage either. Union doing a good job on defense on this part. They got a little bit bad field position to start with, and they're getting into it. Got your middle linebacker out there. He gets the calls on the plays. You know, he goes down there and taps the lineman, shows where he's going to blitz, shows him what he's going to do. There he is right there, taps his shoulder. He's going to go to that right side. And gets a few yards. Yeah, looks like Park City's starting to just kind of slow this down just a little bit. Maybe get the run game established. You know, and that's one of the things that Matt Zingo said, that, you know, he had such a great passing last year, but not a lot of running, and so that's one thing that he wanted to really concentrate on this year, that he would get that line established. And man, Eli Alford at center, and the other two big guys on the side of him, the guard and tackles, they're really opening up some holes and doing well. Zur under center, backs up, throws it to his right. It looks like he gets a fumble. I think he caught it and then he dropped it. Let's see what the refs say. They might call it an incomplete pass, but it was a fumble and he just recovered it. Man, those are big plays that you have to come up with if you're Union. You have to make the extra step and try to get on that ball. If you see the ball on the ground, you jump on it. And those are the kind of plays that are going to turn a game around like this. I'm pretty sure that Matt Labrum is employing his defense right now to get a turnover, to make a play, and get the ball. We got a longer huddle. Looks like Park City wants to run a little time, but there's 1 minute 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Refs are talking about something. Oh, and it looks like there's a procedure penalty on the Park City. So Union will decline that, and we will go with second down. Third down.
Second down and 15.
Second down and 15. So it looks like they accepted that penalty. Zur gets over to his right. He throws it. Gets a good throw off. Let's see, that's number 30, 33, Bo Pedersen. So on that play right there, Bo Pedersen, he gets out there on that, and it's crazy because he's going his route and running a perfect route, and that ball is thrown before he's even to the sideline there, you know. And that's college football right there, where if you can be in that rhythm and throw a pass, just knowing where your receivers are going to be, that's impressive by Mr. Zur. Spencer gets out, but it looks like he's going to get tackled and sacked. And
first by number 15, Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly, quarterback, makes a play on defense, gets a sack. Man, he was a good defensive player last year, Carson Kelly was. But we're going to go to the break here. It's third quarter. We're going to be here for fourth quarter.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be, because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
So we are back here in Roosevelt. You got the Union Cougars in Park City. The score is 28-0 still. And I was just telling you on my point with Carson Kyle on defense last year. He was great, man. Active on defense last year with 22 tackles. Got to the QB on 2 sacks, and so he's already got to the QB once. So he's 50% of his year last year with defense. And there he goes. He gets another. Ooh, and he gets another play out. Zur gets another throw and a reception there. Man, they had 2 guys from Union right there. Just couldn't bring him down. You know, that's exciting. When you can get to a quarterback, it can kind of change a game for you. As a defensive end, when I played football, when you get a sack on a quarterback, there's not a lot of things better, man. Like it's like chocolate cake. You know, you take a piece of that cake and you want to do it again. So you know that Carson Kelly, he's going to want to be back and trying to get to Zur's face there. 2 guys of the Union get there on that one, but just can't pull him down. So we got first down and 10. Park City getting closer to that goal line. And Carson Kelly, he runs it around the end. And then Strickstrud tried to get around the end, but man, that team defensive speed on that left side got to him before he could get it many yards.
Picked up a 5 yards on the play, brings up second and 5. Right on the
So we're 11 minutes and 44 seconds. It's 8:43 p.m. right now, and beautiful sight. Got the lights going. Got the Cougar crazies down there. you know, they're still cheering. They're still cheering for their team. Park City brought a little bit of a crowd with them from Park City too. They want to support their Miners. Carson Kelly in a shotgun formation. And he runs with it.
Kelly keeps the ball.
And he keeps it and he gets tackled there. Man, that's Eli Alford again.
The defensive man, he scored that touchdown.
So Eli Alford gets in that backfield again. That's his fourth tackle for loss. He's got one. He's got one sack tonight too. And not to mention what he's been doing at center on the offensive line. It's Carson Kelly. Gets in the huddle there. Tells his guys to relax. Calls his calls on the line there. Looks like he's gonna hand it off. Strickstreet gets it.
Strickstreet keeps the ball, goes around left side.
Gets about a left side, gets a few yards there.
Pedersen on the tackle, number 33.
Also, I want to thank one of our sponsors, Sunbelt Rentals. Sunbelt Rentals is a proud sponsor of VTV coverage of local high school football. Sunbelt Rentals are providing our SkyCam coverage tonight. Contact Sunbelt with all your equipment needs. Yeah, looks Union's gonna punt here. And he gets no pressure on that punt this time, and he gets it. That wind kind of carried it off a little bit there on the 34-yard line there.
About the 33-yard line.
And they're saying the 33-yard line.
Park City will have a 1st and 10 on then Cougar 33.
So it's still 28-0. Union is down. Park City in their first game. Spencer Zerr gets in his groove and is pretty go-to taking under center. Pass gets it to his running back. And you can see the Union guys down there trying to get that tackle, and you can see trying to make a strip. It's getting to be about that point of the game where they really need the ball on defense. They need a turnover. Trying to make that happen.
Matuli with the tackle.
You know, on one side of the ball, we got Spencer Zerr, who's more of a pocket guy for a quarterback. He takes it and man, he has such good feet. He throws the ball with a really good spiral, a lot of tight spin, and then sometimes he can just throw it with such touch, you know, and that's why he had 3,300 yards last year, 33-18, and you know, 28 touchdowns. That's a pretty big deal, pretty big. I think he's probably one of the top quarterbacks in the state. But then on Carson Kyle, he brings a different style of QB, is a dual threat where he can throw, but he can also, he's mainly there to run, you know, and he can throw on the run too, but it's kind of cool when you can see different styles of quarterbacks. We got a huddle on both sides right now. Looks like Union is coming back to the field of play. Park City's going to talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, talk about what this game needs is a momentum changer, and what happens with that is if you get a turnover and a big play and you get your crowd into it, it's amazing what things can happen when you have a momentum change. And momentum's so huge in football. Like, you can be up, you know, 28-0, and at the next point after the momentum rises for the other team, they could be right back in it. Zerr gets out of a tackle there, Latui's on him. Tries to catch it, but then he does get it on the sideline there. Zer makes another completion.
Pass completed to Pedersen. First down for the
And one of the positive things also in Union's done this half is they haven't let Park City score. Defense has done a lot better. I haven't had any big plays against them. They did score one touchdown, but it was a long drive and it wasn't a broken play. And so it looks like they're starting to get into more of a rhythm. By a bunch of bodies piling up there as the running back takes it. Spencer Zer tells his troops, like, we just need to hold the ball. We need to waste as much time as possible and kind of get this game, travel back to Park City. 8 minutes left here. Running back runs it, gets pretty good yardage on that play. There's a flag on the field.
Makes good yards going on the left side.
So the ref's going to come explain.
There's a flag there.
I'm going to talk about one of our sponsors, a great sponsor here in Roosevelt, Robertson Dental. Robertson Dental is a proud sponsor of VTV coverage of high school football. You call us today, schedule your appointment. We look forward to seeing you smile. So if you have a toothache, you need some help with your teeth, and you know where to go with Robertson Dental.
Second down and 15.
Second down and 15. See what Zer draws up here. He backs up, throws it, gets a wide open number 4. It's a big hit though by
knocked out of bounds by number 15, Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly with a big hit right there on the sideline though.
Also on the stop was Caden Hyder. Picked up of 7 yards.
It's another play to Zer. Zer to Zer. There's been a lot of that tonight. And there'll probably be a lot of that this season. It's their senior year and the chance to prove themselves. Zer's under snap. He throws it. Almost picked.
Pass incomplete. Intended
I don't think Bo Pedersen even really saw the throw. We got a time 7 minutes and 14 seconds in the fourth quarter. 28-0.
16, Colby Hyder in on the coverage.
Colby Hyder was on that coverage right there, and man, that was close to an interception. Another thing, man, they could. Right now, it's 7 minutes and 14 seconds left. You need some turnovers. You need the ball. Maybe it's not in the cards to win this game, but man, let's get some positivity for the next one. Get a good play here and there, and it's amazing what it could do to set you up for your second game. Got a man in motion there. Zer drops here to the left. Oh, it looks like he's gonna get hit and taken down. Oh,
Zer still throws the ball.
I don't know how that he got that pass off, but he gets a wide open receiver and makes another touchdown. One thing I wonder right there, was his progress stopped enough? That ref probably should have called that whistle, which would make it a dead play and a sack. I am not sure if that should happen.
Touchdown Park City.
But regardless, they couldn't bring him down. He threw to a wide open guy and got a score. It's 34-0 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Another flag down. So that's a rough play to take, as Matt Labram you had 2 or 3 guys almost to Zur, had to bring him down and just couldn't get him down, and he then threw a pass to his open tight end.
Coletta back to kick. Zur to set the ball, but it's up and down. It's been blocked.
And we got a block PAT. It is no good. So it stays 34-0. And that's a positive play. That's a good block. And we're going to take a second and go to our sponsors, and we'll be just back here in Roosevelt just in 1 minute.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the Tactical Team Long Range Shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6.
And welcome back here to Roosevelt, Utah, where we have a game against Park City and the Union Cougars. We're in the 4th quarter at 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. That's a good kickoff there, and it went out of, I think it's pretty decent field position there for Union. Anyway, it's kind of a hard game at 34-0. But there's a lot of things that we can take away from this game for Union and for Park City. One thing for Union, yeah, this is a low, but you're gonna learn from this. You're gonna see what kind of mistakes you made. You're gonna see what kind of mistakes you made on the field, what kind of positions you put yourself in, what kind of turnovers you did, and then you'll correct it, and you won't make that same mistake. But right now, you want to get your offense going, because then you'd be ready for that next game. Number 15 passes it, runs it to Sean Thompson. Sean Thompson takes it for a couple of yards there. That was a good play. Cornerback Jet Reed comes up and hits him. About a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4, 6 minutes and 46 seconds left. And if you're Matt Labrum, you can start running almost like a practice right now. Just maybe get some guys in there that haven't had enough time. Build some depth. You're going to get Carson Kelly here. Quarterback, he runs. Man, he gets a good hole there. That's a first down. That's another Cougar first down there. And Union will move to about the 46-yard line. 45-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Such a beautiful night for football. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. You have a kind of a teeter-totter score there. Carson Kyle takes the snap, runs around the end, dodges a tackle, throws it, gets a good reception there. That's good. I think he caught it. Number 24. Caden Hyder with the catch there. That was a good play. And those are the things your quarterback's gonna learn. Like, that's just comes with time. You run around the end, you fake it, guy goes by it, then you have an open receiver. Where in the first half, he was just kind of going out of bounds with that play or trying to make something that wasn't there. So he's learning, he's doing good. Park City has four front defensive linemen. A little man, he might have been over the line there. The refs stop and play. And they'll reset the ball and start the play over. It looks like the drone got a little too close to the action. And now it's almost falling in the middle of the 40-yard line. And the drone's like, hey, I want to play football too. So again, we're going to talk about our sponsor with Strata. We got that big tournament tomorrow for the video game tournament. And I mean, that's a big deal in some places that all these video games, they can make some money. There's some prizes for this, I believe, if you take first. It's going to be a pretty cool thing. Sean Thompson takes the handoff. Gets a shot right in the back right there. Gets stood up by one guy, and then another guy takes him out in the back. But he's okay. He gets up. He's fine. You know, one thing I have noticed about this game, there hasn't been a single injury that I can think of, and that's a positive thing. We don't like injuries. But if there are injuries, Ashley Regional Medical Center is a strong supporter of our local sports teams. Ashley Regional is now a level 5 trauma center and has recently been designated to chest pain in their facility. They take good care of us here. Carson Kelly takes it himself, gets more yards. Yeah, 4 minutes and 22 seconds. It's first down and 10, 34-0. You know, Violet Tui's had a pretty decent game today. Carson Kyle, some positive moments. You know, I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I think he's going to do some good things for Union this year. Like I said, Matt Labram, he's got his team. There's some young positions. They're seniors, but they also haven't seen this position before with Carson Kelly and Sean Thompson. And so look for them to improve. Shotgun. Carson Kelly. He backs up. He makes a throw. That's a pretty decent throw. Looks like, but he's covered pretty good, and it looks like Pedersen was there.
Number 21 long is incomplete.
And we're going to give a sponsor from Sunbelt Rentals. Rent your equipment with us today. You need to rent something, we got it. So give us a call. It's 2100 West Highway 40, Roosevelt, Utah. Call us at 435-722-2881. Sunbelt Rentals. Back to the game action here. 3 minutes and 52 seconds until our concluding game here. Kelly throws it, gets about a 15-yard throw there. A little bit low, could have been catchable, I think. Gage Roberts just couldn't get a hand on it.
Sly Coleman in on the coverage, number 23.
And that's a good play that you'll look back on when you go to practice tomorrow and on Monday. And look at those kind of plays in execution, and they'll fix that. He's lining out here in the split again. See if they go to him again. That's what I like to do. If I'm a coach, I'd definitely go to the player that just missed the ball because you want to give him a chance to succeed. 20. Strix Rhodes takes the ball.
Strix Rhodes gets a handoff, goes around the left side.
He gets about 6 yards. It's 3 minutes and 36 seconds there on the clock. 4th down and 6. I believe they'll go. They probably should go for it.
3:34 remain in this last quarter of play.
Matt Labron wants to call his team over on the sideline. And as he does that, we'll take a break.
At Moon Lake Electric, we are a locally owned cooperative with a deep history of providing dependable and affordable electric service to its customers for over 75 years. With a state-of-the-art electrical system, we are setting a standard for excellence in the electric utility industry. We are proud to call this place home, and we are happy to support our local schools and athletes. Find and like us on Facebook for energy-saving tips. Moon Lake Electric, keeping the power on.
On this episode of Wild Air, we head to the Buckskin Hills Complex to check out the tactical team long range shoot. Then we join Tom Elder on a quick and easy hike at the Aspen Nature Trail. And finally, we take you to the Western Park Arena for the Outlaw ATV Rodeo. All of this on the latest episode of Wild Air, only on VTV6.
We're back live here at the game. Carson Kyle throws a good pass. Ooh, takes a shot. And Bo Pedersen loads up and hits him. Ref is right there. He says it's clean.
Number 33, who's all over the field tonight, Bo Pedersen with the tackle.
Almost looked a little high to me, but nonetheless, it's a pretty good hit.
Not enough for the first down.
So summer has been a long summer. I mean, it's been a short summer, but a long summer because I'm such a big fan of football. I count down the days from when college football starts or high school football. And man, it's been a long summer, and I'm glad it's finally here. I can watch Union, Park City, watch all our local sports teams here. Thank Strata, the phone company, for the phone support they give us, and cell phone usage, and also we can get internet here from them, and thank
New quarterback in.
VTV as well.
More in for quarterback.
Looks like we got a new quarterback in, Warren. Spencer Zur had a heck of a game. Can be proud of himself on this one. A good start for their season.
1 yard, brings up 2nd and 11.
But I want to thank VTV Channel 6 for helping us do this. There's a lot of guys that work behind the scenes that that need a lot of credit. Our video camera guys, our technical guys, and all our announcers. Makes it awesome for our kids to be watched. And then also, oh, and that's a good throw and a good catch by number 11 right there. But we got a flag on the field. We're gonna see what that is. Man, for a backup quarterback, that was sure a great throw for a first throw.
Winterton in on the
Number 8,
defensive stop.
Alec Moore.
Flag down.
So it looks like it's gonna come back. Let's get back to the point though. I was talking about all our announcers and all our technical guys for VTV. Great guys to work with. I'd like to thank them for making one of my dreams come true. I've always wanted to be a broadcaster. This is my first game, and I look to do more. It was a shaky start and getting better as I go along, so thank you for the opportunity. Been here in the Roosevelt area for 9 years. Moved from Wyoming, played football in high school. Looks like we're gonna get another roll out here with the quarterback. And he doesn't make quite the good throw on that side, but he gets pressured. Big hit. And Brock Labram makes the victory. And we got a 2 minutes and 37 seconds. It's 34-0. And Looks like both sides have put in a new lot of guys in for the Union Cougars and also for the Park City Miners. And you know, no matter what the score is, this is football. And this is our first football game of the season. It's going to be a great ride. So he's under center, hands it off.
Moore hands off up to the middle.
Moore's doing a good job at quarterback, backup quarterback.
Connor Christofferson, pickup of about 10.
And they had a new running back, Christofferson, come in, and he got about 10 yards on that play. Now we got a 3rd down. And, 4th and 16. I'm pretty sure they'll bring the punt game out.
Cougar timeout.
And we're going to call a timeout. We'll see if they do a punt when we come back.
Cougar fans would like to see you back here next Friday night at 7 p.m.
At B&D RV, we are the Basin's headquarters on providing affordable, comfortable RVs that get you out of the city and into the woods. Whether you're looking for your first RV or your last, here at B&D, we will assist you with your purchase. Stop in today and see our large inventory.
One of the most important aspects of injury or post-surgical recovery can be physical therapy. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, you will always receive one-on-one care from our 2 doctors of physical therapy. They also treat neck, back, muscle, and joint pain and tension headaches. They can screen athletes for muscular imbalances and treat vertigo. And they can make custom hand or wrist braces. If you need physical therapy, ask your physician to send you to the only physical therapy that offers one-on-one care.
And we're back here at Union Live. And looks like they are going to punt it. So here comes the snap. Oh, good snap and a punt. Oh, man, what a beauty. Oh, and he doesn't quite get the catch and dives on it. Looks like it hit his foot. That's why he went in and grabbed it. Other than that, you just let it go. But I think he thinks he hit his foot. So that was a really smart play on his part. If you hit your foot, that's a live ball, a fumble. We saw that in the first half with Park City on the other side, but they touched it and it was a fumble, and that's when Union recovered it. So that's a good heads-up play.
Let's help these Cougars get on the board.
L&L Motor, the #1 rated new car dealer in the Basin. Visit our Buick GMC full-service store here in Vernal. So it looks like we still have Carson Kyle in at quarterback, and Sean Thompson lined up as well. Sean Thompson gets it. Oh, and he almost breaks it, and I think if he would have broke that tackle, he would have had daylight. And usually in these situations, you see a coach put in their, different positions, especially at quarterback. But, this is also a good learning experience for your guys that are already new. You want them to play through the whole game. So they're going to keep him out there for experience. It's 1:45 seconds on the clocks. Second and 2. He gets 2.
Right on the handoff by Kelly. Good yards.
Sean Thompson gets a first down. Man, I really like the way he runs. He runs with his pad shoulder level there, so that, man, when a guy tries to hit him, he's just on such a level that he'll just knock the guy over. So Sean Thompson, he's going to be a really good running back for the Cougars this year. Carson Kyle throws the ball right to Gage Roberts, man. That was a great play by Gage Roberts, getting open, catching the ball. Man, I think they want to score here. I think that Union wants to get off this game. It's 1:26 seconds left. You basically got a 2-minute offense, minute and a half. You want to get up to the line real quick, stay in shotgun, get a positive situation out of this. Sean Thompson looks like he almost had the ball, but they run it to Carson Kyle.
Kelly fakes the handoff up the middle to his back.
And I really like that play also because Carson Kelly, Well, when he's about to get hit, he pulled that ball in and he pulled it tight. He did fumble the ball in the second quarter, and he learned from that. So you're seeing these Union Cougars grow as we speak. Carson Kyle drops back. Kelly. I don't know why I call him Carson Kyle. Carson Kelly. 48 seconds, 48.5. So incomplete pass. The clock will stop. You got 3rd down and 5 yards. And you know, Monzingo, he's got his young guys in there, and he likes this situation of an offense going at him hard. It teaches them, and we'll give them experience as well. So Carson Kelly hands it off to Sean Thompson. That's a good defensive play by Park City. They load the box and they get it done.
1 yard. Joey Marcella in on the stop, number 74.
It's 33 seconds. Clock is running. Carson Kelly will back up, run to his right. What a throw. No one home there on the 20-yard line, though. But, man, he's got an arm. So they'll try again.
20 seconds.
You know, Bo Pedersen has been all over the place this game. Looks like they'll bring in another set of subs here. Get some really young guys in. Union will do the same. 20 seconds. And guys, this is an awesome opportunity to come here and broadcast tonight's game. Hope to do it more. Looks like they're talking about something. I'm just making sure that they're getting all their subs in. There's got to be 11 guys out in offense and defense. Looks like there is. So we'll get this play started. Yeah, it looks like the victory formation is going to come out with Park City.
Victory formation, Zernil's on the ball.
And it actually looks like they brought Spencer Zur out there to take a knee on that. And man, that was a good learning game for Union and a good learning game for Park City. Kind of measure where you're at. Park City, man, they came out firing 5-5 last year. Looks like they're going to have a better year this year. Union has some work to do. But, man, it's good sportsmanship right now. They're going to hit hands out there. And Park City's going to get on the buses and head back happy all the way to Park City. Union, I don't expect them to have their heads held down. You know, this is a hard loss. But, I mean, Matt Labrum will coach him up in the locker room and tell him he loves them and says, you know, we'll execute this. This is on me. We'll get this figured out. And we'll be back next week. So we'll end it there. You know, it was a good game. A lot of different highlights happened in there. I mean, we got to see a great quarterback in Spencer Zur and Carson Kelly. And, you know, and we'll have a good year with these teams. And so I appreciate you letting me come and call this game. And thank you, VTV Channel 6. If you want a copy of this game, you go to the website and click that tab. Good night here from Union, and we will go and see you next week. Thank you, and good night.